Welcome back. It's 5:45 in the afternoon, and I just dropped my phone. That was great. Thank goodness for otter boxes. Anyways, it's been a little bit of the hodgepodge of random things happening on the farm. Tomorrow we got fertilizer trucks coming and a truck coming to get some oat seed. So we got the tractor and the grain cart in the yard here, and we're gonna use a scale on that grain cart to weigh on our oats. Probably a little noisy. To weigh the oats on to a truck, and I need to take a truck over there so we can move wheat out of a seed wheat out of a bin before the fertilizer shows up. Yeah, it just, there's a whole bunch of this and that and there and whatever has to happen on a farm. So let this warm up. We'll get the auger set up.
Hi, I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. Our family has been blessed to farm in Montana
For over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior,
Jesus Christ.
Make sure my gates are closed. Oh sweet, we left that on the grain cart all winter, and oh, it even works yet. Cool. Pretty good little tank there if that didn't shatter when it froze. So, alrighty, what's this look like? Yep, definitely open. There we go. Huh, I wonder where that pin's at. That up out of the way. Don't hit something. Be a bad day, huh? Well, that bin's empty. 2,300 pounds. Gotta get 25 something in there. 800 bushels of oats, 32 pounds a bushel. 25,000 pounds, something like that. Yeah, I used my calculator for that. Making an illegal U-turn in the yard. I guess it's legal. I haven't seen any signs anyways. This looks tighter. We'll see. Perfecto. High school buddy used to weld for me when we were building these hopper bottom bins in the shop. He said perfecto. It's Italian for close enough. That's the weight we're looking for. Counting down and up, negative up. Boy, the water is sure starting to soak in or evaporate, but I'm guessing it's sinking in. Won't be long, maybe next week. Things are looking up. Roads are graded. Nice. Back home, get the last of the derm loaded up to finish filling the contract. Now I gotta shovel out my bin. About that time of year. Trail's heading back to the farms after getting work done. Well, that is it for the derm. That's all delivered. Tim's gonna keep hauling winter wheat. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers here before we get too far into seeding. I think it'll be a pretty cool milestone. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it.
And we're off and running. Round in circles. Because I'm just going around the loop.
Morning. Well, today we're going on a little international road trip. I brought my trailer with me. What could we be up to?
Close enough.
Oh yeah, Canada, eh?
Most of the grain that we have left to haul off the farm is at the shop, which is a lot of gravel roads to get to. And the roads are soft because it's springtime, so any little bit of moisture, they'll just fall apart. And we won't want a truck. Plus, we won't want to get our trucks covered in nasty mud if we don't have to. Make hay when the sun shines and haul grain when the sun shines.
Boy, these Canadian roads. You would almost think that if you're gonna patch the road in that many places, that you would just repave the whole road. I think my kidneys would appreciate that. Oof-da. Here's without the stabilization turned on the camera. Apparently this is where the North Pole begins. It's even almost accurate. There's snow on the hills over there. We have arrived. I got bit by the Ritchie Brothers bug. Found some attachments for the skid steer. We got a trencher, because we all know we need that to get the power into the building. Tire grabber. There's a dirt bucket for the skid steer over there, and grizzly bars for screening all that rock piles we cleaned up. It'll be handy. I don't know if they're gonna stand up real good, but they're pretty cheap. So yeah, now we'll be back for the border. So this worked out really good because a guy that I know from Canada bought some stuff up to that Ritchie Brothers Saskatoon sale as well. So he took a semi up to get a container, and it worked to throw all this in the container and the grizzly bars up on the top deck, and yeah. Sure saved a long trip all the way up to Saskatoon for me. Back on the good side of the border. They're both good. Who am I kidding? Well, Tim just finished dumping a load of fertilizer. It's the first load of canola fertilizer blend. Get some stuff unloaded here. Well, I'll get these unloaded. For those of you that don't know what these are grizzly bars. We'll be able to dump our rock pile and dirt mess across this. The dirt will fall through, the rocks will slide off, and we can sort it that way. Well, as you can see, we had a problem with the new piece of knockoff equipment. I thought I bought a tire grabber brand one, and I obviously did not. It's a knocked off, look-alike, cheapo. Thanks, Ritchie Brothers.
Getting pretty deep into it now. We've had oil leaking out of this hub. We think it got hot from a brake dragging, because on the other side of this hub, which would be the side that you look at, there's seals there that have been seeping also. So, and there was probably less than a pint of oil in that hub. Got this cleaned up a little, not 100%. Fiddling around with it. Pushed that brass in. Look what I found. An O-ring that comes off in chunks. Hey, that's part of the problem. No idea what I'm doing, but learning as we go. Is a brass pin, and it is showing some wear, but I don't think we'll replace them yet. And the O-ring, which is what's causing some of the seepage. I know some of it was this outer gasket, which that's pretty easy, but you can see some of the wear rolling it onto these flat spots. But new O-ring, and send it back together. Work. Just tight. Good. Good. Make sure it count. It's in. Yeah. Is it? Hold reason. That's more. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Right? Okay. Okay, just roll that pin right into place. Good and snug. Voila! Here's a chunk of the old O-ring, and it just snaps. So then they had knocked with a center punch to hold that set screw in there. So I'm just following their steps. They were a little hard to get them out. But that's good because we don't want them working their way out when they're in that wheel. So that's it. You do that times 3.
Well, here is what broke on that grabber. Obviously, you can't weld something flat to something flat without beveling it and then grind it and expect it to hold. I found a piece of 2-inch pin or axle shaft from a combine axle extension. So we're just gonna pierce all the way through this side, that, weld it on here, put it through that thing, and we'll have something that should take all the weight, I think. If we break that, we shouldn't have been picking up that tire anyways. What is it stuck on? Oh yeah, that's a lovely sound. I think it's talking to the windmill.
I think you need a greaser.
Well, we got the locking collar on. I tightened the set screw, and then I'm gonna weld some of these, or just from our hole punch, on to the pin so that the collar can't come off, and that'll make sure everything is good, because that's welded down there. That can't come apart anymore. I think it's gonna work. Well, it's all back together. Had to extend the hoses because they didn't make those long enough either. So we can see if it works. Yeah, it rained last night. It works. We did, however, though, extend this. The factory hole is here. We put another 6 inches of square tube on, punched a couple more holes to get a little more reach on the taller tires. So, but it's usable. Would still love to get a hold of one of the tire grabbers that actually squeezes from all 3 sides, but not today.
Well, it made it out the door and it's not leaking yet. So maybe I fixed it. It's done. I tried tightening up some hydraulic hoses that we thought were leaking, and the steering cylinders are leaking. They need to be rebuilt. We only have so much time in a day. Checked all of them. So new starter, and hub oil's filled. This guy was leaking and redid it. Did 2 of them. I couldn't get the other one out. But anyway, and then this plug and the plug on the other side were both froze in there. So we had to make do. But got them out, and that's the way they are now. So anyway, done.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget, farm hard, pray harder.
See you next video.